from St. Louis, got a lot of backlash after appearing on the Pivot podcast, where he was interviewed about his career, going from undrafted to a starting safety, as well as his relationship with his wife, 26-year-old Simone Biles. Jonathan said they met on a dating app. They both swiped right to like each other's profiles, resulting in a mutual match. From there, he says Simone made the next step. She started choosing, reached out to him, and there was nothing wrong with that. Like, why play crazy middle school girl games? According to Jonathan, he didn't even know she was a famous gymnast at first. But within days, he realized she was a really big deal. At the time he was playing in Houston, Simone lived in the suburbs and had to drive about 40-45 minutes into town, where they went on their first date to get cookies and milk. The two fell for each other. Jonathan said they hit it off right away. He loved her bubbly personality and really enjoyed being with her.
How you like that one playing his own over there?
Yeah. I think I got a video. I sent it.
Yep.
Yeah.
When I broke the ball up? Let me see. I was close. I couldn't have got to that though. It was hella high.
I just want to stop right there. First off, shout out to the Queen's sister here, Pinkwood Lessons, for doing this. And I want to comment on this whole thing. I know I've been cooking people on Twitter and Instagram, but I want to set sight on this here. My thing is this here. Brother goes on an interview, says a few things, says that he's the catch. And next thing you know, I have a new catchphrase. My new catchphrase is dehydrated modern feminist women.
It's over for you thoughts. It's over. It ain't that time. It's over for y'all. The other thoughts made it bad for you.
And she even said so in the interview. Shout out to Hennessy. You know, that Tennessee whiskey. Back to this here. She went after what she wanted. So what, he didn't know who she was? I'm glad he didn't know who she was. Because to her, get to know me for who I am, not for what I do. Y'all didn't catch that part. I know, I get it. Because y'all dumbasses. That's why y'all didn't get it. That man is happy, she happy. Y'all tearing y'all wigs out, y'all tearing y'all weaves out, y'all tearing up y'all sandals, but y'all the same one that take shots at her and end up in his DMs. Holla backwards.
You know, I really didn't. I didn't care. I mean, you know, television, I never watch what somebody else does. It does not matter.
Clark, one of the hosts of the show, said Jonathan was really the catch then. And Jonathan responded, yes, I always say the man is the catch. And it was that line right there that made the misandrists go wild. Per usual, they started spewing a bunch of baby bop bimbo babble. Everything just sounded like ooh, ah, goo goo gaga. And you know what, I'm sorry. In 2024, I can't. I don't want to hear a bunch of single, miserable women or a bunch of married misandrists headed towards divorce by the end of the decade. I do not want to hear these people running around talking about happy couples. Like, go sit at the other table and mind your own business. They're up here acting like they're speaking up for Simone. I guess they think we forgot that these same Nimrods shamed this woman when she got married, making dumb comments about her hair.
You fucked up. You fucked up big time. You're incapable of running this shit.
I like what she said, done Nimrods. Women, let me ask you this question. Wouldn't you want a man that's confident? Wouldn't you want a man to know his own worth? Wouldn't you want a nice, strong, confident man, masculine man? There's nothing feminine about him, so we're not going to go there. There's nothing toxic about him, so we're not going to go there. There's nothing that tells that he has insecurity issues, so we're not going to go there. But I get it. He says something that y'all are not used to. The damn truth. What if the shoe was on the other foot? What if the shoe was on the other foot? Oh, y'all be cheering her on. Y'all wouldn't find nothing wrong with what she said if she said she was the catch. How many times I have to break it down to you fucking thirsty, dehydrated, modern feminists? How many times I got to break it down to you? He's the prize. She's the prize. When two good people come together, they're both the prize.
Hey, moron! Dude, look at me. I'm the one with waterboard, dude. I got a wooden spoon, dude.
So the fuck what he didn't know who she was? She said yes. He received. They're happy. They're together. She has a husband. She has a man. Y'all don't. Y'all got y'all damn roles. Suck on that.
Was nothing wrong with that woman's hair. But of course, black women are the main ones wanting to be accepted for their skin color and textures and all this other stuff. But they're always the first ones and usually the only ones to talk about a woman's hair, which again was just fine to most people. A simple ponytail for their courthouse wedding. The link to that video is below if you want to catch up on that. But what we didn't know at that time is that they had a second ceremony in Cabo. And
I just love the fact that their marriage was simple. Let me guess. Y'all got something to say about that. Why did they have a simple wedding? When you found that right one and you are in love, all that shit don't matter. He didn't lean in with his accolades. She did not lean in with her accolades. Are they important? Yes, they are to an extent. But your accolades ain't gonna keep you how to keep each other in a relationship and in a marriage. It's good for you. My thing is, with your accomplishments and your accolades, what are you doing with your life? That's the important question. What are you doing with your life? They did not once lean in with their accolades, but they leaned in, being open, being available. Oh man, she drove 45 minutes. I wouldn't let a woman drive 45 minutes. You do not know what arrangements they had. You don't know she chose to drove. You didn't know. You never knew that, did you, dumbass? She chose to drove 45 minutes to go see him. Dumbass. I know what it's like being in camp. I've been in NFL camp. 05 with the Dallas Cowboys. 01 Atlanta Falcons. I know what it's like when you're in limited spaces where you can move and really get out because you have a curfew. You don't know what type of arrangements that they have. Whatever arrangements they had, it worked out in the end. Run tell that, dumbass.
And here we go.
to come out and defend Jonathan, he couldn't believe the backlash that Jonathan was getting. Ocho Cinco and Shannon Sharp also addressed the situation.
Simone?
I want to play Shannon, my brother. Chad Ocho, my brother. We all ball players. I'm a D lineman. Tight end, receiver. We all ball players. We know. We talk shit every day, all day. We call it the locker room conversations, the sideline conversations, the water cooler conversations. Lift your brother up. Don't tear your brother down. Don't disrespect your brother, but lift your brother up. For all those that came from, they played on a professional level. They built that brotherhood locker room relationship. This is unacceptable. Pay attention.
Biles' husband said he didn't know who she was when they met. Said he's the
Whoa.
Simone Biles.
Man, come. Stop playing, man.
Thank you. Thank you, Ocho.
He said what? He the who?
He appeared on. She said he's the catch. Simone Biles and Jonathan Owens appeared on the Pivot podcast this week, which is Ryan Clark, Fred Taylor, and
Simone Biles' husband did not know who she was. Really can give a shit. Really can care less about who that person was or not was. That's irrelevant. I want to get to know the real person. I don't want to get to know the sports person. I want to get to know. I don't want to get to know the on the field person. That's not who I want a relationship with. I want to get to know the off the field person. Listen to what I just said and see if that makes sense. Leave it in the comments.
Channing Crowder's podcast. Guys do a great job. I love you guys. You know, I work with Ryan. I saw Freddie T and Channing them at the fight. At the Bud Crawford and
Errol.
What's the other guy? Errol. Like Errol Flynn, Errol Spence Jr. And I saw them and got an opportunity to really talk to them. For this man to fix his mouth, to say he had no idea who Simone Biles was, and supposedly they went in 2020. Now that was the time of the Olympics. Now the Olympics got postponed a year, but
And for you to fix your mouth and not know who the fighters were at the boxing match. For you to not fix your mouth. I bet.
she was the face. She was the face of American of Olympics.
Now, Shannon, you gotta stop this. Nobody was talking about the 2020 Olympics in 2020, and we all know why. The hot discussions about the Olympics didn't happen until 2021. That's when the competitions took place. And by that time, they had been together for over a year.
Maybe he lying. He lying.
But and here's the photo, and here's another thing. They're on this dating site for famous people. Why the hell is he on there? I get why
They
she's
got a
on
dating
it.
site.
My
They got a
question-
dating site for famous people.
They got a. It's called Ryder. It's called
Why
Ryder.
they on there? Right?
It's
They got
called-
Instagram. They got Instagram and X or Twitter.
But it offers a level of protection because she is Simone Biles, and you know she just can't be talking to
Anybody
any
else.
weirdo.
Yeah.
So I guess they vetted it. I have no qualms on why she's on that site. My question is why is he
What
on
was
it?
that word?
The reason why, dumbass, he's on that site to find someone. Just like she's on that site to find someone. I can understand why they both was on that site. To find someone. To meet someone. Stop it. Stop the cap. Stop the fucking cap on that.
See,
The whole world.
I value
see
men
that. That's two
move in a
beautiful
certain way.
people that found each other. And Simone Biles did what a large number of dehydrated modern feminist women didn't do. She went after what she wanted. She saw what she wanted and she went after it. And he received the first date. They went out for milk and cookies. And the rest is history. That man told his truth. That man told his story. Leave that man alone. But no, y'all want to run waters deep on this one. Guess what? I'm standing 10 toes down on this one. I vouch for their marriage. Let's get it.
I like Nightcap, but I don't agree with this. They keep speaking on her accomplishments, and that's amazing. I support Simone and her career as well, but not measuring her as a wife based on her athletic accomplishments is not diminishing her worth. The comments were made in reference to her relationship and how they met each other.
And my thing is this here. I can give a fuck about your accomplishments. Your accomplishments. That's good for you. And that's good if you're doing something positive with your accomplishments. But your accolades ain't gonna keep you how to keep a man. Your accolades ain't gonna teach you how to keep a woman. It's your inner self. Your teachings. What you've learned in life. The things that you were taught. What you've learned. Using wisdom. Your relationship with Elohim. Those are the things that will keep you, that will push you towards that. I care less about your accolades. For me, I can care less about how much money. I will date a woman that flip burgers at Burger King. But she knows how to love, and she's ready to love.
In this shit. Sit your $5 ass down before I make change.
Not everybody's meant to go on Noah's Ark.
saying that she messaged him first doesn't make her less of a woman, and him being less famous than her doesn't make him less than a man. This is all foolishness. Their initial interaction, it just shows Simone was very serious about this man. She saw him and wasn't playing any games. They clicked right away, and he wasn't playing any games either. As a 28-year-old man, he's also in a good place in life. He can get 1,000 girls as a starting NFL player, but most of them are gold-digging bimbos. And he saw that Simone just wasn't a great athlete, but she was a good woman. He realized that he came across something really good. He didn't want to fumble the ball, so he proposed to her, and now they're married. The problem is that a woman's job or a woman's degree, they want all of that to be used to measure her as a woman. And the criteria and standards by which a woman is examined is different from a man. They want to be judged by the same parameters that men's productivity is measured. And no matter how long they've been trying to do this, it's still not happening. Name recognition and fame doesn't mean that a woman is an ideal woman. And then I don't know how hard is it for them to believe that he didn't know who Simone was at first. Everybody doesn't watch gymnastics. Shannon is a sports commentator and couldn't even remember the former champion that Bud Crawford just defeated over the summer. The former unified champion in the welterweight division had 3 titles, and Bud Crawford collected those 3 to go along with the one he had.
Exactly. My point exactly. Be careful of who you shaming. Y'all dumbasses be shaming the wrong people, not knowing who the hell you shaming. At least get your facts straight when you start shaming mother suckers.
History. And quiet as it's kept, the average woman couldn't identify either one of these guys, Errol or Terrence Crawford. So this whole thing of everybody saying, oh my God, everybody's supposed to know who she is. Stop being ridiculous. I could show you a bunch of people popular in their own right, very famous to a lot of people, and still unknown to some people. So yeah, to act like everybody is supposed to know about every sport, it's just ridiculous. And just because you may know who she is, it's a lot of people who won't know that same person. I also don't believe that Jonathan said that to be offensive. He just said at the time, he didn't pay attention to gymnastics. He's an athlete himself, and in his downtime, he wasn't watching that. Listen, I'm here for Simone and Jonathan, 2 young people in their 20s, no baggage, they're both athletes. He's a hard worker, she's a hard worker. In a couple of years, she'll probably be retiring. I won't know.
My thing is, and I'm on that too, as we end this one here. I'm on board with people's lessons on this one. This is why I chose to do this one. And here's the thing here. At the end of the day, there's 2 good people that love each other. He's the prize. She's the prize. When they come together, they both the prize. And folk, stop sending all that Bible scripture bibble. He who finds a wife finds a good thing. That's part of it. But the same thing applies to her. She who finds a husband finds a good thing. So what is the end result of that scripture? Is 2 good people that will find each other and come together.